information, your quality of life will be that of mediocre because you choose to live on the surface and not understand anything. The streets are undefeated. We're gonna delve in a little bit on the Centennial High, Crips and Bloods, Fish Fry, Knockout Rule. But let me give this, man. Shout out to my boy Bam Bully from East Side, East Coast, Crip 7-6. Shout out to him, his brother Andre, rest in peace, and Red, man. Shout out to them, man. I talked to Bam Bully just the other day, man. Right. Been looking forward to talking to him, but I just want to do that, man. And shout out to my boy Double, the stunner, the West Side stunner, my boy Double, man. I got to give a shout out to him. And shout out to all you Marlena Williams, Postmaster General King Mike, what's going on? Purple Rain, what's happening? Keith, what's good? John Brown, I see you, baby. True Floridian, what's good, baby? Man, and everybody else that's joining us in the chat, man. Roderick, what's going on? Frazier, Roger Frazier in the house. And everybody that's up in this chat that's about to get this fire that Bam got, man. Don't run from it. Run to it. Let's go, Bam.
What is
Bam, first question, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm going live. So everybody in my live, if you ask a question, if I see it, I'm answering. But it's Melly Mill show. I'm just going live. I wanted y'all to be a part of this. That's all. So let's
okay, that's it, man. That's respectful, man. That's respect, man. Hey, Bam, listen, man. I want to go back in time in the 70s to Centennial High. You see them out there, Crips and Bloods, Fish Fry, Knockout Rule. And I know you saw some good ones up there at the Centennial High. Man, and if you can, let's talk about that. We're going to talk about it because this is something that we used to do that we no longer do because now it's all about the trigger. The trigger got no heart. Nobody wants to man up, man.
Hey, watch this. Right after me and you talk, somebody called me and asked me about Raymond. Say, man, you knew Raymond. And a lot of people confirm that. If Raymond, you think Raymond liked this gunplay? I said, man, Raymond didn't like guns. Raymond was a hand guy. Raymond had a squabble. He was with the squabbling. That's how you test your cripping. That's how you test your Damoism. That's how you test your Paruism, your bloodism. Whatever you thought you was, you had to test that squabble. And Centennial, listen to me, man. My big homie Lachelle, I never seen this squabble, right?
By Lottie.
But Lachelle put hands on somebody. And LB can confirm this. And Lachelle put tips on it. And once Lachelle put that squabble down, the bully was already known for being the hand guy from my side. Big Larry James, my big homie, resting in peace. So Front Hood and Corner Pocket was established as being squabblers. We had squabblers, right? So then you had Frank Van, Lil Lottie, Aaron. In my era, June, Boss Man, which is Laverne from the Pocket. Baby Lass, my road dog that was resting in peace. Me. But I was known as Centennial for flying crooked dice, flying T's, and keeping a pistol on me, right? I had a few fights. So I think I had 2 fights, but it wasn't behind me being a cripple, somebody being a Paru, because we were shooting dice. But my first nemesis at Centennial was Tom Slick. It's Tom Slick, man. I took Tom Slick. I ain't trying to belittle the brother. I got a lot of love and respect for the brother, right? I took his red rag and burnt it up, set it on fire. And Centennial, the Bloods hung by the office. The Crips, we hung in the Senior Square. I go up there, he was at the soap machine. I took his red rag and burnt it. Me and Tom Slick in the Centennial, 1975. The best fight I seen in 1975 was Breakdown and Bounty Hunter Frog.
Breakdown and Bounty Hunter Frog,
hey, watch this. I'll never forget, man. We shooting dice, Melly Mill and Mama Knockers. Breakdown losing all Gay Nail money, his kids' mama money. It's on the 1st of the 15th, he losing this money. We breaking his ass, right? So he already in some trouble with Gay Nail. When he see Gay Nail, he got displaying this county check being shot there, right? Somebody said,
where was Breakdown from, Bam? Let's get that in.
Port. Breakdown was my big homie from Corbin Port. Resting in peace. Breakdown. Somebody said Bounty Hunter Frog up at the school. Now he said he went to Centennial. I don't know if he went there. He wasn't going there when I was going there. But anyway, he up there. And they got the squabbling. Didn't nobody run. I ain't finna say Breakdown whipped his ass. I ain't finna say Frog would break down there. It was just a good ass squabble. But I can confirm this: Willie Hurd wasn't there, nor was Lascelles there. They wasn't there. Willie Hurd and Lascelles went to Tubman. You understand what I'm saying? But it was a good ass squabble. I mean, it was like a Ali and a George Foreman. They wasn't no wrestling. They was squabbling. The second best squabble at Centennial I seen was Roy Townsend from the pocket, my homie Roy, and Charles Evans from West Side Peru, Yellow Ice Road Dog. They was chunking about a gym. You feel what I'm saying? But I remember one time they gave a dance at Centennial, man. I'll never forget. Terry Carter's wife, Lillian, was going with Lil Watch at the time, Albert. All them up there from Tubman. I fired on somebody from West Side in the gym. The Fraser boys was out, and Frank Pettaway. Frank Pettaway, like 6'1", 6'2". Man, at this time, I'm like 5'1", 5'2". Crippin' like a mutt, man. I'm crippin' like 9,000, right? You can tell me nothing about my crippin'. And he wanted to squabble with me. Alvin, Aaron, Junkie Fred, all of them is in the gym with us, right? Lascelles said, let that fool know where you from. I'm letting them know, like, this front hood, man. And he like, let's get down. Lascelles said, you ain't fit to fight my little homie. You know what I'm saying? When I was going to Centennial, man, Frank Van, listen to me. Frank Pettaway was he didn't run. He was walking so fast you'd have thought he'd been running, right? Trying to get away from Lascelles. He did not want to see Lil Lottie. But what that day, it was established that if you fuck with me, my big homie's gonna be tripping on me. But it was a lot of Perus that Centennial that I was cool with too. All Perus wasn't my enemies. Like me and Yellow Ice was cool at Centennial. Me and Keith Duncan was tight. Now Ricky Duncan, rest in peace. I got a lot of love for the brother now. He rest in peace. Shouts condolences to his family, Duncans. Richard Johnson, Mo, a lot of them, they didn't like me, right? And at one time, I was on Westside Peru's most wanted list. But my female big sister, my play big sister, was putting sister, Tony. Tony had a lot of love and respect for me. She took a picture of me when I was at Centennial City Square, said the coolest strip in the school. Because all my big homies messed with girls on the west side. Aaron, Ray Miller. Ray Miller messed with Connie Washington. Aaron messed with Vicky Yale. Junkie Fred was messing with Tony. I forgot who was messing with Pepper. And every day they took me to McDonald's.
Was Tony Puddin' sister?
Yeah, that was Puddin' sister. Listen to me, man. Yeah. Tony was dark like me, fine as a motherfucker, man, and loved the shit out of me. Loved that. I was in the 10th, they was in the 12th. And they took me to lunch every day. Yeah, I was the only dude to be around them. And Abe and Junkie Fred and Ray Miller wouldn't be jealous. You know what? Think somebody trying to get at they grew up. I was their little homie, Sam from Village Town. Sam was my big homie at Centennial. And Sam was a Peru, but him and Aaron and Junkie Fred and them kicked it every day because we gambled, man. And that's where a lot of my problems came in. But what made them probably really dislike me, when Tam got killed, no disrespect to Tam, I don't want nobody to take this one. I'm just telling y'all what happened back in the day when I was a kid. So please don't misconstrue this like thinking I'm disrespectful.
And also, Bam, let me interject just a second. Please don't misconstrue because there was some bloods that whooped some crib ass too now. Don't think that didn't happen.
Without a doubt.
Go ahead, man.
But anyway, when Tam got killed, man, that Monday at Centennial, I came to school with a cane. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on, man.
Okay.
But anyway, when Tam got killed that Monday, I came to school, right? I got my crib cane with me. I got my khakis on, my suspenders hanging, got my H-Deuce on. But I got a cane with me with the blue rag on top and the red rag at the bottom, like saying, fuck Tam, I'm Bam, I don't give a damn, right? And my girl at the time, Noni, cousin was going there, Dale Minifee. He was from Jarvis Street. Dale pulled me. He said, man,
I remember cooking Jarvis Street Power.
Yeah, he said, man, take the red rag off that cane. These niggas finna kill you, man. They waiting on your ass. And sure enough, I went to auto mechanics class, shooting dice and flying tees. I'm the only Crip in auto mechanics, right? Mr. Wright has I'm breaking them, talking shit. Count 11s, Crip 7s. Next thing I know, dude, they spank 5 of them. Bam! I get packed out for the first time. That's the first time I got packed out by a gang, right? I run home down to Canal, got my daddy 22 pistol because I ain't have my gun on me. I came back and I bust on Spank about 2 times, right? Hit him in his arm, didn't know other bullets hit him. But other than that, I never had a problem. I seen one blood dude, I forgot his name, man, but he from West Side Peru. A Crip out of LA checked in the Centennial. And we gambling. And this dude was barking at the boy from West Side Peru. Shit, I thought that was Laciel fighting. That's how good the boy Squabble was with dude. He whooped on dude kind of bad, right? But the first real melee they had up there, I was at Willowbrook. See, a lot of people don't know Raymond went to Centennial for a hot second. But they stole Zane. A lot of people think they took Zane leather coat. They didn't take Zane leather coat. They broke in the gym block and stole Zane coat. And Raymond them came up there. LB can confirm this, homie. Right, this when LB them was going to Centennial. Raymond Washington them came up there. And I was ditching Melly Mill, doing a burglary on the Canal. I used to break in houses on the west side, right? And I'm trying to, I got me a pistol. I'm finna get back in front of it, but I'm here at all the commotion at Centennial. I'm finna go up to Centennial. By the time me and my road dog baby coming out the spot, there's so many people on the Canal Bridge because of the commotion from Centennial. We thought the bridge was gonna fall that day. But number of squabblers. My homie Kenny Ellison had a squabble. Bodine, John Watson had the squabble. Frank Van, listen to me, man. Shortest Frank Van was, you thought he was tall like Laciel because Frank had a major squabble. Then you had David Lee Scott.
David Lee Scott.
David Lee Scott. A lot of people don't know him. David Lee Scott and Laciel got trained by a professional fighter. They lived down the street from Dean and them. Rick watched this, lived right across the street from the mini feeds. Antoinette father was a professional fighter and taught them how to box. You know what I mean? And Laciel could have made it to the pros. His brother Reggie Lawrence used to always say, well, why you ain't trying to box, Sherman? Because I used to box at Roosevelt Park, right? Motherfucker wasn't trying to be attracted to boxing. When I first got to Centennial, man, I arrived at Centennial ready. My generation, we went up there with fresh Crip ball heads. Man, you know, Chris used to wear the ball heads. I went up to school, cripped out. But I used to wear Taylors a lot too, though, Melly Mill at Centennial. Taylors and Knicks and rolling shirts. And my team was, right? But they knew I was from front of it, right? And they knew, I'll never forget, this is why Centennial stopped giving night dances. Centennial gave the last time they gave a dance in 1975. We gambling at a night dance. Me and June breaking the game up. June, my second man, find the tees. He'll let me pass 4 times and fade me, catch the dice.
For the context of the video, explain to people before you go to the story what tees are, Bam, and then get back to June.
Tees is crooked dice. And I was good at finding them. Oh, man, I found good, man. And June was my second man. He had passed like 5 times. He'll fade me. He'll catch the 2 dice and slip the 3rd dice, give me back the regular dice, one of the regular dice, right? So anyway, I'm shooting the dice, man. I'm talking shit like a motherfucker. I never forget. Next thing I know, a red laundry basket, you know, the clothes basket? A red laundry basket fall in the middle of the dice game. Motherfuckers said there was some shotguns, red rags around their face, like break yourself. Hey, listen to me, man. I'll never forget, because June got shot that night. We didn't just want to give up our money, man. And if it wasn't for Willie Herb and Curtis Daniel, little Al from Corporal, I got shot too. They picked me up and threw me in some bushes by the gym. I was so little, Herb picked me up and threw me in some bushes so I wouldn't get shot, man. June got shot in the leg. I forgot from Corporal. Somebody from Corporal got shot. But when I was going to Centennial, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way because people want to dispute this. When I was going to Centennial, man, Centennial to me was a Crip school. Yeah, Bloods went there. Bloods went to Centennial. That's their hood. But that was a crib school to me, man. You had front hoods, pocket hoods, Carbers, the Monas. Wasn't no Home Street, wasn't no 7th Street, wasn't no 6 Hood. These was the 4 major Crips that went there.
What about the 11-8s? The 11-8s
11-8s. That's James Compton. Them. Back to me, I looked at little James like he was from Corbin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know that either. That's where he come from. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But that, to me, that was a Crip school. Yeah, it was Bloods who went there, right? Like Fruittown didn't walk through the pocket of Front Hood to get to Centennial. They had to go down Rosecrans to get Centennial.
Yeah, and the majority of them went to Dominguez with me.
You feel what I'm saying? So people need, and when I first started banging, man, in 1971, when Bloods got established real stuff, it was Westside Piru, 151s, Fruittowns, and Ludus Park. Them was the only Bloods in Compton. Then you got these other sets. They minute. They were small sets that make it look big. I watch this, man. Every Piru I would speak on and I give him his propers, he was a hitter. Because hitters recognize hitters, man. You know what I mean? I mean, Stanley Pitts, man. I was just talking about Stanley the other day. Stanley didn't know how to. I don't even know if Stanley drove a car. Knew how to drive a car when we was kids. He was always either walking or was on a bike. But Stanley went through every hood to get to Ludus Park. Whatever hoods he had to get through to get to Ludus, Stanley went through them hoods. I remember one time, man, I was at a St. Albert's dance. I'm up there with my brother, Flint McNeil, Darren Nelson, them, George Henshaw, Bug, them, the ball players from my hood. Average White come on, Melly Mill. I get the Crip walking. They finna kill me in here, right? And here come that Ludus Park crew. And I seen Stanley. Stanley made me get a pass. I still ran home from St. Albert's, though. I didn't go to Nutty Block. I didn't go to Lantana. I ran straight to Front Hood from Compton Boulevard, from St. Albert's, right? Because I wasn't finna allow them to get on.
I remember them sock offs they used to have up there.
Then, like Top Cat didn't go to Centennial. I think Top Cat went to Compton from Dominguez. Didn't know Pirus go to Compton when I was coming up. That was the only Crip school in Compton. Anyway, Top Cat was my #1 nemesis. Tom Slick was my nemesis in West Side, and Top Cat was my nemesis from Fruittown. Every time me and Top Cat seen each other, we got down. Me and Top Cat ended up being real tight. And come to find out, my great nephew, best friend, is Top Cat's son, and I didn't even know till I met my nephew, best friend.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I saw Tom Slick one time.
Shout out to Top Cat, Fruittown.
Yeah. I come down from the pen. I'm at Compton Court. This when they started letting the Crips and the Bloods go on the main line. But a lot of Bloods used to be afraid to come in the main line tank. But E from Ludus Park and Tom Slick was in there. I'm in the Crip March in 94, and they put us in the tank. As soon as they took the cuffs off of us, I walked up to Tom Slick. I said, man, ain't nothing finna happen to you. You can't get a fade up in here. A head up fade. Ain't nothing finna happen to you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm in the protecting my brothers instead of trying to harm my brothers, right? And it was a time in my life, in my banging career, man, this on everything I love, Melly Mill. You could not pay me $1 million to go down Central between El Segundo and Rosecrans. If I go to Ali Nim House, I can go straight down Wilmington, but I used to turn on Rosecrans and Wilmington and hit Rosecrans and Central and Rosecrans and kind of Boulevard I rode. But you couldn't pay me to ride down past Piru. I knew they wanted me, right? Then, shit, I had girls over there. I started going over there, man. A few times they didn't call me over there. But when I got out the pen, the West Side invited me over there and broke bread with me. Gave me some money and everything. Mo, one of the Fraser boys, and I had an F hat on. And we were sitting back talking about old times, man.
Me and Knob was in the fairs together.
Yeah. And you know, me and Knob played baseball as kids. I knew his daddy. Then Yellow Ice, man, I talked to Yellow Ice one time when I was in the pen. Lump let me talk to him. And the first thing came out of Yellow Ice's mouth, she said, yeah, boy, he be up in there on your blackness, right? And I'm saying this, I'm not trying to glorify gangbang. I'm trying to glorify growing up, maturing. that we left kid shit alone and became grown men by becoming friends. See, I really didn't know why they was my enemies. Keep it 100 with us, because majority of the West Side Piru shared the elementary school with Front Hood. They went to El Segundo. They played baseball at El Segundo Port. We played Pop Warner football with them. So all
that was the same thing we had with the Ludus Park and Elm Street guys. We went to elementary school together and junior high. Yeah.
So a lot of them dudes wasn't my enemies, man. Even though,
thank you, Third Eye.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I was real cool with the Johnny Guest family, but me and Ronnie Guest did not get along, but we respected each other. Same with Cherry Tarzan. Cherry Tarzan might have been a Piru, and my homie might have did something to him, but Cherry Tarzan was my partner, and we knew this was gonna happen between these two individuals. You put a cat in the corner, the cat gonna strike you, and Cherry had to find that out. Cherry Carter was one of my partners, man. Cherry Carter was one of my partners too, right? And people don't understand, man, like Crip on Crip beefs that Front Hoods got into, but I never got caught up in them beefs. When my little homies was beefing with Corpus, I still went in Corpus. I remember I was in the forums, me and Junior Session gambling one time.
I got you, Third Eye. I'm just waiting until he finishes his thoughts, and I'm gonna ask him the question.
And I remember, and my little homie Burke got at me, say, "Bam, don't be going over in the forums gambling, man. The little homies getting into it." Man, I go where I want to go. I'm trying to chase some money. When I gang bang, but I ain't never been an endo Crip. I ain't never been a dude that just hung in front of the Melly Mill. I got out. That's how you gang bang. The gang bang in your hood is saying you're a mark to me. That's the only place you gang banging at. You ain't no gang banging. You endo Crip. You scared to get out your hood. I got out of my hood and I never ran with a crew of people. I had a crew I ran with. We chased money together. I ran by myself with my Crippin', man. And when I went to the pen, I had a different outlook on gang banging. You understand what I'm saying? Then I look at my little homie like Marcus and him up in here, right? I'm trying to set a better example, man. I wish I could have met Marcus.
Hey, Bam.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, but Third Eye wants to know: did y'all have shootouts across the canal?
Listen to me, man. I used to shoot at the west side from my backyard. Crip wrote on my mama and daddy house and got an ass whooping for writing Crip on my mama house. The canal was behind my house.
Bam, you hit up your own damn house.
Listen to me, not with no spray paint, with a real. Man, I got on my daddy ladder and grabbed a paintbrush and all that. And wrote Crip on the house. My little sister told my daddy, man, my daddy came on 131st in that suicide Lincoln he had, Melly Mill. Got me in the court and got to whooping my ass. By the time I got to Slater, my mama started whooping my ass. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time I was coming from a party, our childhood coming from a dance at the English Square, Melly Mill. Because I lived on the cul-de-sac on Slater, dead end street. So cars shouldn't be going down my street at a certain time. And I caught yellow ice and them rolling down my street looking for my house. All I seen was shotguns. I was on the side of the house crawling. I had to knock on my sister's window. She said, "Come open up the sliding door. Let me in." Because they was looking for me, man. They was looking for my mama's house. But God had to be with me that night. And I can tell you this, I ain't never did a drive-by. I might have busted on the motherfucker on the handlebars of a 10-speed, but I ain't never got in the car and did no drive-by. I ain't never been with that. When I came up, man, if you heard a motherfucker had a shotgun at a party and he shot that motherfucker in the air, everybody at the party left. So I came up in that area. We came up in that area, Melly Mill, when gang bang, you had a lot of fist fights. But you can go to a party at 8 o'clock and leave the party at 5 in the morning with nobody being killed. Maybe somebody got their eye beat up, and you was guaranteed you might see a girl fight, but it wouldn't be nobody getting shot, but it'd be somebody getting beat up. You feel what I'm saying? And we used to walk, come on, man. I used to love to walk to parties in y'all hood because Boys Market was right there. It stayed open 24 hours a day, so you can go in there, get high on that commercial weed back in the day. I'm gonna steal all the candy and give me some chicken out the motherfucker. And we got to mob through Fruit Town to get to the pocket and get to Front Hood. But we never had a problem, man. Back then, guns was like taboo. We had shootouts, man. Last time I put work in, then Melly Mill talked, when I put the work in, who I put that did something too. When I lost my homie Lil Norman from
yeah, that was the day the Frontana came together when we lost Norman Gear. Go ahead, Bam.
That was the last time I officially put work in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of dude today, man.
I remember, man, we all met at what was that, on 131st or 130th?
131st.
Right before the park.
At 131st and Granby, police can't pull up on us. We were saying Frontana then before 60 Roddy even come out. We were saying Frontana, Tana front. You feel what I'm saying? But
and we was about to walk to the west side. We wasn't gonna run. We wasn't gonna ride. We was gonna walk through the canal the same way Norman Gibbs did, and we was walking to the west side. And the police stopped us.
And a lot of people, I ain't trying to glorify gangbanging, man, because I can't never get away from being from Front Hood Compton. Crip to me means crisis store important people. I am the most important person in the room. I'm just letting y'all know that I changed the way.
And what year was that, Bam? 80 or 81?
80. I just changed the way I think. My thinking changed, so that means I can kick with somebody. Do you know anyone close to Kendrick Lamar, a Top Dog? No, but I love to meet Kendrick Lamar. Though I love to meet Kendrick Lamar. I love that brother's music. I love his new music. I love everything about that brother. I love because you're not one of us. I love that little brother. I don't care what side of the town. See this. Watch this. I might have been the only Crip that had when I was in New Folsom. I was the only Crip had DJ Quick music. There's people that DJ Quick make music. DJ Quick got cousins from my hood. See, Front Hoods and Pockets, we had to establish a walk through to get through Fruittown. The Bellows, it's the Kings to the Pipers. My homie Sick Mick, mama's the Bellows. So I always was on Peace Street with Big Wolf and them my homeboys.
Yeah, I know Wolf was in the fans with me. Wolf, Stephen Bellows.
Yeah, Big Steve, that's my big homie. I remember when Big Wolf, when I got out of YA, Big Wolf was living in front of it on 131st. When he used to give 40s, you think I'm lying. Wolf will tell you this. When he used to give 40s, him and his cousin Red Eye Rick, big brother, had shotguns. When I get to the pad, he'll give me a shotgun too. He'll give me a shotgun. Rick James, mama lived in my hood. Rick James used to live on 131st. Ain't nothing never happened to them, man. And this when Hen Dog and Sick Mick was babies. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, War Lane still exists. I got an in-law from War Lane, Little Joker. Got kids by my cousin. No, I'm not from Rosecrans, man. I'm down Wilmington, man. I'm off Wilmington, man. But listen to me, Melanie L. Compton is fucked up now. Not just with the violence. Look, Compton don't even look like the city no more. Compton, we have destroyed our community by allowing other things to happen in our community.
Shout out to my partner, Bam Bully, man. Once again, rest in peace, Andre. Shout out to Bam Bully, man. Him and his brother Red, man.
Did you know, dog, at GOG Classic Jones, I done posted pictures of me and D-Dog. That's like my little brother, huh?
Oh yeah, Dog was
like
man.
My little brother, man. D-Dog was like my little brother, man. Hey, watch this, man. Like Marcus in it from 1180 Carver Court. You can't be from Front Hood if you don't know Sherwood or heard of Sherwood, man. You know what I'm saying? If Carver Court considered the first Crip hood, would it be safe to say Front Hood could be second? 8/3, I'm gonna answer that the best way I know how. It couldn't be the first Crip hood if Mac Thomas brought Crip in the Compton. Right? Carvers and Front Hoods are in the first and second rounds of being G sets from Compton. Right? I got big homies from there, Roy Zane, Roy Tucker, Felton, Willie Herb, Blue Baby. Them my big homies from Carver. I had one of my best partners, Bernard Perkins, rest in peace. That was one of my childhood friends coming up. You know, we was real tight. Came across and died against him and Dion. Dion, my little homie, too, OG Classic Jones. That's my little homie. His auntie used to be one of the baddest motherfuckers in Front Hood, Pam Grimm.
Train, bro, what's going on, man? What's going on with your Train?
Family. I know
shout out to Train, man. Shout out to Train, man.
Yeah, but dog named Front Hood, that OBG era, man, with my little brother now, was a different era of Front Hoods, man. From Junebug near Mara, Bowhead near Mara, Lebo near Mara, Lebo, Bowhead, Jobo, Big Pete near Mara, that's gang banging. Bug near Mara, K-Bo near Mara, that's gang banging. Bowhead near they was banging, and pimping them. That OBG crew, they gang bang, but when it was time to get money, they capitalized the H in OFH. original front hustlers. That's what OFH really mean. Original front hustlers, not original front hood, not original pocket hood. That mean original front hustlers and original pocket hustlers. And we changed to that in 1975. My era wanted to be Frank Van, Mac Washington. Like, I remember an interview I did one time, I was telling you I used to pickpocket and all. They used to say, man, you Compton dudes didn't do that until you interviewed Greg Cross, the big homie. And he said about pickpocketing, chill tapping. They knew we did that. Without trying to put 100 on my hood. Front hood set a trend with dressing in Compton, with the tailors and all. We always had a thing with dressing fly. Tanners set a trend with the lowriders. You know what I mean? But we had a relationship. Was the time in Compton, all of us got along without no bullshit going on. Now, it's on us to bring the bullshit to the table and have peace. And it's a must that we have peace. I don't never want y'all to think I want to glorify, validate any form of gang violence, any form of black on black violence. There ain't no black man that walked this earth as bare enemy. I am my brother's keeper. I believe that we can take back our community. I believe that if gang banging die, we live. I believe the kids are the most important thing in the community. I just don't believe why we hate each other so much, why we can't reach the solutions of reaching peace in our community, having a dialogue. And I'm in the process of trying to create a peace walk or having a peace dialogue at a table with Crips and Bloods out of Compton. Because we got to start from one city at a time. If it ain't gonna happen in one, it got to happen in the other. I know a lot of y'all be looking at B. Brazy, and he said something on the show, or one of his shows, like, yeah, the dudes be trafficking these young bras. They hit a yard with him, they got to see him. But I ain't never once heard that brother say, if a gangbanger kill a kid, the gangbanger got to see him. Because every hood got a motherfucker that shot a kid. So what we gonna do about the gangbangers that's killing kids? Oh, okay, you want to do something to the gang members, the dudes that's trafficking young females. What about these grown-ass men killing black kids? What we gonna do about them? What about the kids, these grown-ass gangbangers?
What up, Crazo?
Killing. That's Crazo, that's baby Crazo?
Yeah.
What's up? Shouts out. And his people, KD, that's another one of my right. And KD, and me and him ain't never been nemesis. Kevin Dykes was with the business. But anyway, what about us?
151, shout out to Kevin Dykes.
What about the brothers that kill kids and elder women, innocent bystanders? Shouldn't everybody be held accountable for that bullshit? It ain't about just human trafficking and you want to get on them for that. That's a black eye to bang it if you want to get on your
that's a good idea, Keith. That's a good idea. We start calling it Front Tanner Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and that's watch this, man. I was looking at something. I'm glad Baby Crazo tapped in. I was looking at something the other day. They was talking about gangbangers in the NBA. Why black folks like believing what white folks say about us?
I have no idea.
And the reason I'm saying that because Craig's cousin played for the NBA. I ain't never knew my homegirl's son ever been a gang member. I knew his uncle was a gang member. I know his other uncle was a gang member. But I ain't never known him to be no gang member. I left the streets, he was a baby, right? It's a trip how black folks want to believe everything somebody said, how we live our life, and what make us do this. If we start really taking a look at the man and the woman in the mirror, we gonna be all right. If we stop allowing our child to listen to this bullshit ass rap music, when I say your child, I'm talking about these teenage kids. You grown ass parents playing these goddamn rap music, fucking your child head up. If y'all stop listening to that type of music, stop allowing your child to tap into no jumper punk ass, because he got a gang of house niggas on there that manipulate and agitate and instigate problems in your community, and learn where you come from. If you know where you come from, you know where you're going. If you refuse to know where you're going, mean where you come from, you ain't gonna never grow. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we got to start understanding. That in order for us to stop the violence in our community, we got to want to take our community back. We got to want to take our community back. It was so many black folks had something to say about Charlie Kirk when he died. Charlie dead when he died. But you don't never hear no black folks want to talk about nothing when we lose our lives in our community. Y'all don't even want to protest. Y'all don't even want to stand up, but y'all want to protest and support anybody else goddamn challenges and they struggles. Don't want to support your own struggles. We got our own problems in our community, and it's on us to make our community better. We got to start policing our community. And when I say policing, I ain't talking about calling the police on nobody. I ain't talking about pointing the finger at nobody. Don't you know, man, every real banger that played a role in this chaos in the community, if we played a role in it, you know goddamn well we got the solution to it. So what's the problem, man? What's the hold up? If you're a real Crip, you're a real blood, you're a real problem, you're a daddy, you're a husband, you're a granddaddy, you know what you got to do. If you want your community back, if you want your child to live, you know what you got to do. Stop twiddling your thumb thinking you can go keep Operation Hope alive, because Hope died a long time ago. We got to get off our ass and stop being afraid. Find the courage within yourself to say enough is enough.
Don't run from it, run to it.
Say it again, man. What you described is what Haynes was supposed to be when they was first made. In a real way, watch this, man. I don't care what nobody say, man. Raymond Washington is turning over in his grave the way Crippin has become. This is not the Crip that he created. This is a monster that we all put a recipe in, drop some type of variety in this shit. Now we act like we ain't the ones that started this shit. I play a major role in the community being fucked up. And I say community ain't just talking about front of it, man. But I'm just blessed that God said he can save a motherfucker like me and have me on earth for a purpose. Because I don't worry about no black man harming me, man. I do not fear no black man. I don't fear no man on earth. I depend on a black man to watch my back. Simple as that, man. Simple as that, man.
What was the quality of blackness in the program? Is that where your first introduction to blackness, or did it happen before? How did that come about?
And you know what, Melly
Just
Mill?
to summarize that for us.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, too, homie. That was a hell of a question. You finally got me with something you ain't hit me with in a long time. To send your heart. If I would have never went to the pen, I don't think I ever been about blackness. I'd have been on some gang shit like some of these fake OG motherfuckers right now who ain't never.
That's why I say the quality of your life is based on the questions you ask.
Yeah.
And we ask questions, Bam. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Bam. I don't want to ruin your thoughts.
I love Sparks, Eagle, Stretch, Sumar, Ant, Ascari, Jabari, Russell Capers, James Miller, Cooch, LB, brothers like that enlightened me to who I really was, being a black man.
Did you ever meet Anthony Carter?
Yeah. Bunch of brothers. Kenny Carter, you mean? Talking about Kenny Carter?
Kenny Carter. Kenny Carter.
I was shoot with him. It's brothers like that open my eyes and make me see some, especially Catfish, because Catfish was a Jama dude that gave me George Jackson, the Soledad brothers. When I read the Soledad brothers, George Jackson became one of my heroes. And I'm just trying to keep his image and his spirit alive within me. When I read the autobiography of Malcolm X, I knew and understood that it was something better than this. I always said this, that if I ever get hit in prison, it had to be by a Crip, because that's the only person I trust was a Crip. If I ever leave this earth, it's going to be by a black man if it's by a violent death, because they're the only people who want to trust around me enough to want to harm me, right? I'm just glad brothers like that seen it in me that I was a soldier to separate myself from bullshit. When I hear grown men say, man, it's blood in, blood out, who the fuck told you?
You gotta be a good soldier in order to become a good leader.
In a real way. My experience in prison is what made me who I am today. My experience as a Crip is what made me think the way that I think today. I'm always respect and honor Crip by conducting myself in an OG's manner. Like I always said, man, OG is a title earned, not just given. And brothers need to stop allowing themselves to be called that, me calling people that. Don't call me that if I didn't earn that. I earned that. My little homies call me big homie. Other homies from other sets calls me big homie. You don't hear smut on me from the penitentiary on no YouTube. I had an immaculate record. I might have did some shit to some people that didn't deserve to have it done, but hey, that was a part of prison. I learned from my mistakes. I don't have no enemies that's black today, man. That's my opinion. I don't know what somebody feel about me, but that's on me.
Once again, shout out to my guy Train Root, man. The Paru Street run from Bullerbrook all the way to the 135 Avalon.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, the 135 is where Paru Street ends. It run from 135 all the way back to Bullerbrook. Sorry about that, fam. I had to get that in.
It's all good. Paru Street, the only place Paru don't run through is Front Hood, y'all. It's 136.
Yeah.
Hey, on that note, I got to get up out of here, Melly Mel. You know my situation. I got to get up out of here.
Okay. But hey, man, we appreciate you. Love you, man. And right front town every Tuesday,
every Tuesday, y'all. Melly Mel and me got this going. This is how we going to do it from here on out. So when I do my live on Tuesday, y'all can't ask questions. If I see them, I'm answering. Melly Mel, so I can do my live while you're interviewing. So we're going to continue doing this. Hope we can come up with a solution towards our problems in our community. If ain't nobody told you they love you today, OG Bam love you. Peace.
Shout out to the band, man. I want you guys, early, I don't know if it happened yesterday or today, I saw the Hoovers.
Hey, thank you, man. Hope I wasn't disturbing you, brother.